Welcome back everybody, Boops here with my skydiving video. I know you have a lot of questions, so I thought it would be a good idea to go through the process of going for your tandem skydive. This is my second time doing a tandem skydive. I did my first skydive about 7 years ago, and all I have is I think a picture before we went. This time around, I found a place a lot more local to me called Skydive Toronto. I had a very nice quiet drive through some country roads. Once I was there was a very calm atmosphere. Inside, they were very welcoming. You felt like part of their family right away. They have a big, beautiful hangar. They had the doors wide open. Very nice atmosphere. After you check in for your reservation, it's time to sign your life away. My reservation started at 10 a.m., which is close to their opening. Soon it got busy and you saw more skydivers getting their gear ready. Someone even had their pet cat. That was really cute. It was Canada Day, so we had someone sing "O Canada." After signing the legal document that makes you fully aware of the risks involved, you went to pay, and then you waited for your time slot to come up. They had a very nice system where they had a monitor displaying what flights are going and who's going to be on which flight. They let me know I have about half an hour until my name will appear on the list, and then it'll probably be another half an hour until our flight. I relaxed inside for a little bit, got to talk to some of the other skydivers. Everybody was very welcoming. Lots of people would come up to you, introduce themselves, ask how you're doing, why you chose to skydive today. It really did feel like a family. I went outside to see the area, and I caught a glimpse at some of the first skydivers that morning. Finally, I saw my name come up on the screen. 20 minutes before flight, I made sure I didn't have anything loose on me. I put my phone away, watch away, wallet. They have a place to put your belongings. I was given the option to wear one of their jumpsuits, or I could just put on one of my sweaters that I brought and I should be good to go. My instructor Ben was super cool and relaxed. We went through the procedure of how we would be sitting on the plane, how we would proceed to the exit door, how we would exit the plane, and then how we would parachute down and land. After the briefing, it was time to get geared up and wait for our flight. A couple minutes before flight time, we had a separate area to gather for everybody that was on the flight. The plane was loud, and for me is usually the sketchiest part of the experience. I'm just so used to flying in, big, nice planes. Inside the plane were 2 benches. We sat down facing the back of the plane. On my flight, I think there was one other person doing a tandem jump, and then the other bench had a bunch of professional solo divers. That was pretty cool. We took off from a grass runway, and it was about a 20-minute flight to jumping altitude. And then after flying in this noisy small plane, it was finally time for the jump. They have a garage-style door that they pull open. At this point, the instructor and I are already attached to each other. We're following our procedure of moving up our bench closer to the door. Once we're in the door area, I sit on my butt. We get even closer. I was told to wrap my legs under the plane, hands on my chest, grabbing the straps, and then my instructor Ben would do the rest of the work of getting us out of the plane. I chose to pay for a cinematographer. Jake, the cinematographer, did some amazing work with the camera. He was already outside of the plane. We had a moment to get everything ready and set up, and this is where I started realizing what I got myself into. You can see my expression change dramatically. I am now fully aware of what is happening below me, and I quite frankly can't believe that it's about to happen. The closest thing I can think of is a dream that gets so crazy you just tense up and you're like, okay, it'll be over soon. So we jump. The scariest thing had to be getting to the door, looking out, and that initial first jump. For the first few seconds, you're not stable because they didn't release the like mini chute that stabilizes you. So it's quite nerve-wracking. But as soon as you're stabilized, hands out, it is amazing. I cannot describe it. All I can say, and I repeat this a bunch in the video, is just if you want to go try it, you have to go try it. You'll notice in this free fall, I am looking all over the place. And I think that's because my first skydive happened so quickly, I had no time to really react, take it in, or understand what just happened. So I think I kind of overcompensated this skydive, and I tried to just take in as much as I can. But the only way you can really do that is just by skydiving more. I jumped from 12,000 feet, so I had approximately 45 seconds of free fall, and then it was time for the chute. It's actually not as rough as you'd think when the chute comes out. I guess it comes out in almost like 2 stages, so it helps you slow down. Once we had the chute out and we were coasting, there was more relief off my shoulders. And I remember from my first skydive that the parachuting was amazing. It's total bliss. You're just coasting, you're just flying nicely. You can see everything around you, how busy it is, but it's so quiet. Ben, my instructor, actually let me pilot the parachute a bit. That was a lot of fun to get a feel of how it works and how much you can actually turn. Once we were close to the ground, the procedure was for me to kick up my legs and we would land nicely on our butts. I remember the first time I went, it felt so surreal, like I couldn't believe I was doing it. Almost the same thing this time. Once I'm jumping out of the plane, I just can't believe it. I like tense up and I just kind of freeze there and just let it happen. But once you start getting like your, what do you might call it? Oh, it's a plane landing. That's cool. When we were parachuting in, I could see our plane landing. That was cool. But yeah, I don't know what to say really besides you gotta go try this. This is crazy. I can't wait to see what the video looks like that they shot because I still can't believe that happened. That felt like a dream. It felt unreal. Special thanks to Ben, my tandem instructor jumper, and Jake for doing the video. Thanks guys, it was a blast. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to Skydive Toronto for the incredible experience. See you guys in the next one. Later. And in about 20 minutes, that airplane will spawn little baby skydivers. And there's another plane getting ready.